I was diagnosed in 2003 and I hit a cliff. You can't imagine what it's like to climb back up when you lose control of your life and the ability to see, to sometimes even get out of bed. It's unimaginable. My son is 12. He never knew me before I was dealing with this stuff. And when my wife was 8 months pregnant, I went blind in my left eye. 2 years. And I was in the Army. I was an athlete my whole life. I played soccer. I gave up a baseball scholarship. I was never the person to back down from any challenge. I rock climbed. I was a free climber out in California. Fell 40 feet onto a beach. That was just my lifestyle. I never said no to a challenge that was physical in nature. And suddenly I found myself not being able to keep pace with my 65-year-old father-in-law working in the yard. I can't stand out in the sun. I have to be mindful that if I overdo it one day, I don't get out of bed the next day. MS is one of those deals where every sense of control you thought you had in your life is taken from you, except your attitude and your effort. That's all I have now. That's the only things I can control. My ability to get up out of bed, check my body parts to make sure everything's working, and every day that I'm upright and able to take nourishment is a great day beyond compare. So my life really changed a lot, but I'll tell you, when I started riding, this is my 6th year. My first year, I tried to do 75 miles. I failed abysmally. It was bad. It's about 90 degrees that day. I got about a mile up Rupert, pulled over, got sagged up to the top, pulled into the Pulteney rest area, and at about 10 miles an hour, hopped off my bike, fell onto the ground and said, I need a sag. So now, some of you were I don't know who was at the top of Rupert when I got there today, but there was an expletive-laced tirade basically telling my neurologist that he can go pound sand for another year. Because every year I can make this ride is one more year that I get to enjoy the things in my life. And there will come a day when I can't ride anymore. And when that time comes, I'm going to volunteer, because doing this is the one proactive thing I can control that helps eradicate this disease. And what he said about fundraising is true. There is going to be an oral drug approved at the end of this year. I'm actually in a study right now for a second oral medication. And I was sharing with my family a couple weeks ago. I've been in this for about 4.5 months now. And this is the first time in 10 years that I've actually felt strong again. Strong like I can go do whatever the heck I want to do. I know I can't, so I don't. But I feel like I could, and it's a liberating feeling to know that my body's going to do what I want it to do. Because there are days my left foot drags along. There are days when I go to try to talk, I sound like I'm drunk because my tongue doesn't work right. Now, I'm in the sales business. Do you have any idea how hard it is to sell something when people can't understand what you're saying? I'm self-employed, and that has its good and bad. The good news is I can set my own schedule. The bad news is if I don't make it into work, I don't get paid. So just, once again, thank you for all you've done. Please recruit all your friends. It is a beautiful ride. The staff here, I'll tell you from the program side, I've benefited from these programs. They help make life better. And it's all because you guys are here helping us make a difference. And so thank you very much for joining the movement.